Hello guys, welcome back. This is Amir Sheikh, Faculty of Chemistry. I will going to discuss the important aspects of our spectroscopy, that is combined spectral problem. And in this problem we will look to the use of what IR spectroscopy, NMR spectroscopy, as well as what C30, and we can predict the correct structure with the help of what the spectral data. So we're going to focus some problem based on that spectroscopy. This is a previous year question. An organic compound Q which exhibited the following spectral data. Here IR is given at 1760 per centimeter. This frequencies indicate that there is a presence of a carbonyl group. Now 716, that means it must be belong to that some ester containing systems or acid chlorides like that, or one can say this is what like the maybe the carbonyl group is present in the form of what ester. The second data is given by H1 in the del ppm value. So there are following signals are there. There are 4 signals are there. One is at 7.2, 1 hydrogen doublet, and the coupling constant value is given at 16 Hertz. Second signal is 5.1, 1 hydrogen multiplet. Third signal 2.1, 3 hydrogen singlet, and lastly 1.8, 3 hydrogen doublet. So if you combine all this proton, so you will get 3 plus 3 plus 1 plus 1. So must be what 8 hydrogen in the compound, and the 16 Hertz coupling constant, it indicates that either it's olefinic hydrogen because what one hydrogen is given. So what about this CNMR now? CNMR value is given at 170 del ppm, must be again due to what carbonyl carbon, and that carbonyl carbon either from acid, either from ester, but there must be a conjugation. Okay, there are 4 options are given. So we will look to the 4 different options first. So here this is the first option. This is first option, as ester is given, which is connected with the double bond. This is the difference is what in that case what this is a trans junction is there, and in that case this is cis compound, and say example this is trans compound. Another option here, this is what another compound is given, and this is what fourth option. So how to analyze that given data with respect to that your compounds? So basically H1NMR is important tool regarding that analysis of for this compound now particularly. So here the most important 2 regions are given in this above compound. One is at 16 Hertz, that means it must be a trans hydrogen should be given. So trans hydrogen is here, and secondly this is also the trans, and here is what trans. So that means so there are 3 different options are given that will have the trans type of a relationship. Okay, so we will look to the what another frequency. So in that case, if we see this methyl group is directly attached to olefin, this methyl is also attached to what the olefinic system. That means this hydrogen can be coupled with this methyl group, should be multiplied. Here also the same chemist is there, again it will show the multiplet, but in that case there is a no multiplet will be occurred. So again we can what neglect this and what these 2 options. Basically your answer should be coming from either A or either what D now. Okay, so 1760 indicates that there is a presence of a carbonyl group, no doubt. So your first analysis is what? 1760 per centimeter indicates that there is a presence of carbonyl group. Okay, isn't it? This one. This is the first data obtained. Then what? H1NMR. You know that for H1NMR your olefinic frequency is given, or the chemical shift is given at 7.2 due to one hydrogen, and it is doublet. What does indicate that doublet? Means the neighboring hydrogen should be 1 and coupling constant should be what again I have given in 16 Hertz. So where is that 7.2 now? So in that case either option in A and option in D. So there are two types of what again hydrogens are given which have the trans orientation. Okay. Now in A and B that there just the difference in the what connectivity. Here in that case your olefin is attached with oxygen, in that case it will attach with it is attached with the carbonyl group. So it's very simple and tricky type of the question. Okay, it's very simple also and tricky also. Now if we compare with this 7.2, so the hydrogen should be in a trans orientation and the neighboring hydrogen should be what 1. So this will be the what expected your hydrogen. Okay, and later on another is given. Okay, so 5.1, your 5.1 is given, and which is again doublet. Your 5.1 is multiplied, sorry, 5.1 is multiplied. That means either this hydrogen should be a 5.1, this should be a 7.2. Here also the same chemistry, 7.2, and this is one 5.1. But remember one thing, whenever, so we have this is alpha and beta. Whenever we have alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound, the beta carbon chemical shift will be always high. Why? Because of that there is a concept of what resonance. Electron pair will be shifted at here and there will be generation of what negative charge. So might be you get this kind of what structure, you will get what this type of what the structure. This is what O negative, and here will be a positive. So there will be a dish-shielding effect is occurred now, and so the proton will be appear at the higher frequency. So in that case one cannot explain either this hydrogen 7.2 now, it cannot be possible. Okay, so there must be a 7.2 and 5.1. Then another is what the methyl group is there now. You know that methyl group is doublet is given. Now which methyl group said the doublet? So the methyl which is adjacent to what the methyl is directly connected with the this one. So actually this is 1.8 and it must be what it is given a doublet. Okay, then another signal is what? Okay, so these are the different signals, and you know that this methyl is attached to carbonyl group, so must be the value should be 2.1. Okay, so look at this, different frequencies are given. In that case, so you can easily predict the compound. Your compound must be have trans relationship, and here both the methyl groups are attached. One methyl group is 2.1, second is what 1.8. Okay, so in that case ether linkage is there, so this value should be expected in the 3.8 now. So 3.8 is not given. So basically from that one can from all the conclusion one can simply conclude that your compound should be a now, right? So these are the some important terminology and which are used how to identify your given compound. So in that compound there are two things should be there. One is what your ester is there, no problem at all, or simple, because 716 means what must be a ester carbonate. Okay, so in that way we can explain the compound, we can solve this answer. So the answer from this should be what A. Thank you for watching.